Hey everyone, welcome to today's car tour video. If you're new here, I'm Becca. I'm a mom to 3 boys and a military spouse, and I would love for you to hit that subscribe button and join the family. I do a lot of motherhood lifestyle content over here, so if you like that, be sure to stick around. Today I am sharing with you my brand new 2021 GMC Yukon tour. And I wanted to first dive in and tell you guys what the process was like buying this car, because it was a whole process. But I will put right here on the screen a timestamp for when the car tour starts if you don't care to hear what the process was like for us. Sorry, I'm in my garage and the lighting is a little weird and it turns off and all that. But anyways, so the process of buying this car, it was a long one that we were not prepared for, but we decided in July that we wanted to trade in my Expedition for either a Suburban or a Yukon XL. And when we were looking for used, the used is just so overpriced right now. It was more beneficial to buy brand new and have that, bumper to bumper warranty for a long time and all the other warranties that come along with it. And just the other perks of buying brand new, we know where the car's been, all of that stuff. So we decided to spend a little extra because literally it was only a little bit more than buying used. So we decided to spend a little extra to just go ahead and put a down payment on brand new. So we asked them what they had that was like in the lineup to be built. And I told them I wanted a white one with black rims. I said all the features that I wanted black interior, all of that. So they said we actually have one with everything you want plus some. We have it and it was supposed to be started being built. We went in July. They wanted to start it within like 2 weeks after that. So late July, early August, they should have been starting it, which they did. But if you didn't know, right now there's like a huge chip shortage. So they built the car and then didn't have enough chips to function a lot of the things in the car. So we had to wait. So come September, when we should have been getting the car, they were like, we don't even know when it'll be done because we have to wait till we get the chips. And so it was literally like indefinitely, we didn't know. Like we wouldn't know until it was basically getting the chips and like just about ready to be shipped. So we waited all of that time. And then finally come mid to late November, they told us, okay, the car is done. We have the chips. It's being shipped in a couple of weeks. And at the time it should have been here by December 2nd. And then it got pushed to the 4th. And then it got pushed to the 6th. And then we didn't get it till like the 10th. But we have the car now. So we literally waited from July to December for the car. We waited 5 months for this car when it only should have taken 2 months max. But that's just the process right now. Everything is flying off. Like most brand new cars that are coming onto lots right now are already accounted for. Like they're already sold. You have to put like a down payment on something that is going to be built or is in the process of being built because everything's just going so fast right now. And like I said, financially, it was a smarter decision for us to buy brand new instead of buying a 2018 Yukon XL that was, had 30,000 miles, 40,000 miles on it. A couple thousand more got us, and when you're talking money that much, a couple thousand is not, in the grand scheme of things, it's not that much. So for a couple thousand more, we ended up getting brand new. So with that being said, we did decide to go with the Yukon, not the XL, because this model is actually a little bit bigger. It's about 10 inches bigger than the last model. So it's actually only a tiny bit smaller than the Yukon XL. So I felt like I had enough room in the back. I didn't have to go XL. And if I had gone the XL route, then it probably wouldn't have fit in my garage, and I really wanted it to. So with that being said as well, I just wanted to put out there too that a lot of people who are new around here may not know me. I grew up in poverty and I never thought in a million years that I would be buying a car like this. I literally cannot believe that this is even my car, but my husband and I have worked really hard and we have made really smart financial decisions to make this possible. We've made smart investments to make this possible, and we just never gave up. You know, I grew up in a world where I thought that this was something I would never have because I thought that, you know, I'd always be in poverty because that's the world I was raised in. But I'm here to say that if you are in those shoes right now, I want you to not look at this video and feel like, you know, it's bougie or braggy or anything. Instead, I want to encourage you to take the right steps in the right direction to make this possible for your future, because you deserve it, and everybody is possible of getting to where I'm at. If I got here, trust me, you could possibly get here too, just by making, you know, the right decisions and knowing that you're capable and you can. You can. That's really all it takes, is knowing in your head that you can and you will, and it'll get done and all of that. So I just wanted to give some encouragement with that, because I know it's easy to come into my channel and see the life I live now and assume that I've always had this. I was a single mom with my oldest. I, you know, had to choose food or a car payment. I had to choose, you know, I drove a lot of hoopties in my day, and it's been a long time. It took me a while to get to where I'm at now, but if I'm here, anybody can make you here. And I just wanted to give those positive words for anybody who's struggling right now and comes to this and thinks, you know, oh, I wish, or I could never. You can. You absolutely can. I promise. It's been hard. It's been a hard, long road, but I'm here. And if I can, you can. I promise. So I've talked enough now. Let's hop into this car tour. Okay, so we'll start with the outside first. Like I said, I did the black rims, the white car. This is all of it. And we had some other upgrades, like for instance, this was, we didn't choose this one, it just automatically came with it. But this actually illuminates, so it lights up for at night. The GMC logo does light up. I wanted to black this out, but since it lights up and everything, I won't change this out or mess with it or whatnot. But that is the outside. We also have these mirrors, which these mirrors, my car is already filthy by the way too, so don't mind it. But these mirrors have the light on them, the blinker light on them. They have a camera on them, so you can see the side of the car, so you can make sure you don't hit the rims or, you know, side anything if you're getting close. Or parallel parking, I would assume, is great for it. Not that I do that, but you know. We also have the blind spot detection, which is great. I had this on my Expedition too, and it's a feature now that I'm so used to, I could not live without it. And those are the mirrors. And that is, I do have like a little roof rack on the top, but there is a big sunroof, so that takes up a lot of it. But let's look at the inside. We have these cool little buttons, and they're on all of the doors. So if you push the button, it will lock the car or unlock the car, which is great for like hands-free with children and everything, of course. And then the inside of the car, we have the Bose, I believe is how you say it, sound system, which is great. And then, you know, all the basic stuff. I mean, windows, folding mirrors, all of that. I did get the 4-wheel drive one because we don't know where we're gonna land after this, and I plan on having this car for like the next like 10 years. So I have this car will be for the long haul. So we have the 4-wheel drive and lights. This is the emergency brake. This is like road. So like if you start veering off the road or whatever, it'll like vibrate your seat and like show up on the dash. I don't know what that is. Parking sensors, I guess, maybe. Traction. And then this is for the plug in the back. Let's get in the car. Oh, and this is the leather we got. I chose the black leather. That was important to me. I love how like the trim on it is the tan color. I just love the black interior. I love it. There's this cool little slot right here too, which I thought was really fun and cool. You can put a card in it, or like say, you know, say if you're military, you're on base a lot, you can put your military ID for quick access. Or if you have like a parking pass or whatever, put that in there. I thought that was like a really cool like well thought out invention. Here's the steering wheel. We have a bunch of little neat stuff on it. Don't know how to work everything. We also have controls on the back for like volume and for changing the channel. This is like cruise control, heated steering wheel. This is for like, there's a following too close thing. So it'll tell you basically if you're following too close to other cars, it'll like give you a warning on the dash. This is for your car function, to talk to your car, and if you hold it down for you know, longer than a second, it will go to Siri on my iPhone, and probably if you hold it down, it'll probably go to whatever for Android. And phone, and then just some dials things. I haven't messed around with this stuff too much, so I'm not gonna lie, I don't know much about it. Then we just have the dash up here. The dash shows a lot of different things. It shows a ton of different things. Just, you know, all the basic stuff, you know. And then we have this screen right here, which is like the whole functioning system. Like it does the radio, Apple CarPlay, and then we have our like adjusters. This is wild. This is crazy to me, right? So we don't have a shifter up here anymore or down here. We have this, and it's park, reverse, neutral, drive, you know, and then the like slapstick thing. But that was like different for me. That's crazy. That's new. I love it so far, but I keep reaching for like the thing down here. So down here we have our like, this is to control the screen. The screen is touch screen, but then there's also buttons as well, volume and everything. So if you didn't want to use the touch screen and wanted to fill for the buttons, you could do that. I use this button a lot to get me back home because I have no idea what I'm doing right now. And then we have, this is like, you know, AC and all that, the heat and everything, cooling stuff. We do have heated seats as well as AC seats, which is something we had in the Expedition too. And Chris, this was one thing Chris was like, I don't want to give up the AC seats. He's got it in his truck too. He just loves them. So this was a feature we made sure to have too. This was an added feature that we didn't know we were getting until we got the car, but this is the wireless charger. And it actually does not work right now. We have the new part coming in and they're changing it out. So it's supposed to be the wireless charger, but as of right now, it doesn't work. So we also have our cup holders right here. And then this is a cool feature over here. So this thing slides, right? Slides. It's got a compartment up there. We got some cup holders back there. We have a button up here and it moves this all the way back, right? And I usually use this for like my purse and stuff. Sorry, the car is beeping, but you have this compartment right here as well. You have this right here, and then this slides up so you can still use it as like an armrest. And that reaches to the back to the kids, which I think is brilliant. So I usually slide it up just a little bit so that it's kind of like still opened enough for like my purse, but not all the way in the back. So I love that feature. That was an add-on. We didn't ask for it, but I thought it was really cool. Okay, I can show you the Apple CarPlay for a second. This is the screen. There's a lot of things on here. I'm on my phone right now, but you can press the home button and it will bring you back to the main screen. There's a lot of things on this screen going on. You have the rear media, which you can do like together or separately. It's just a whole system that I have not figured out completely how to work yet. There's a lot of buttons, a lot of stuff going on. It's almost like a tablet. It's wild. And it's just going to take me a while to learn it, to be honest. Up here we have some other buttons. We have some OnStar buttons. This is for the sunroof shade. This is to slide the sunroof. This is to slide the center console. This is to tilt the sunroof. And then this is to close the shade on the sunroof. So this is the panoramic sunroof right here. It goes pretty much all the way to the back, which is an option that I definitely wanted. I've always had a sunroof and I thought the panoramic sunroof was just awesome. I love the idea of it. And then there's a shade that comes over and it closes all the way. And then you could stop it halfway if you wanted. You could close it all the way. And there you go. Now it's all closed. The sunroof's all closed up. Sorry, the lights are on, so it's all weird. But you also have a button for the tailgate, for the seats, to fold the seats all the way in the back. And then for the, obviously, the door lights. And then you have buttons right here for the garage, to set your garage, which we have not done. Now we will go in the back of the car. And in the back of the car, by the way, I have the WeatherTech mats coming because children, and I don't want them to destroy my carpet. So I do have the WeatherTech mats coming. They're on their way. I got them for all the rows. So this is the back of the car. We have, on the back of the seats, we have the TVs, which is a newer system, so it doesn't have DVDs or Blu-rays or anything. It's all Wi-Fi enabled from the car. And you can hook up, basically there's two HDMI cords down here. Let's see if I can get in here to show you. There's two HDMI cords down here, so you could hook up pretty much anything. We decided to go with a Fire Stick. These seats back here also are heated as well. Not that it matters because we have car seats in them, but we decided to go with a Fire Stick. So these TVs are controlled by a Fire Stick. Otherwise, there's really no way to control them. You have to find a way. If you have an Android, you can mirror your Android, or like if you have a lightning cord, you can mirror like an iPad or something to it, which they say this is the future. I like the idea of not having to carry around a bunch of DVDs, but I don't love the idea of having to have Wi-Fi, having to, you know, have the Fire Stick or whatever. But that's just the way it is with this car. It was one of the things that wasn't my favorite, but also didn't want to go without the entertainment system because we do travel a lot to go see family and stuff. So it's just, and we've had a TV in the car for years now, so my kids are already so used to it. So I figured just go ahead and go with it. And we've been using the Fire Stick and it works great. So no complaints here. I have, as you can tell, I have Grayson's seat right there. And then I have Tristan's seat right here. We did do the captain's seats so that Colby can get in and walk right through to the third row. And then these seats are really cool. One of the things I loved about this is, so you can fold the seat up, of course, right? But you can also slide the seat. So the seat is on a track now. So it's all the way back right now, but you can slide it forward to either give them more room in the back or to, you know, not have somebody kicking your seat, like me, for instance. So I slid him back to make sure he is not able to kick my seat. And then coming back here into the third row, just pretty basic and normal third row, nothing spectacular. There are USBs on both sides. Right over there, it's a USB, so if Colby has his phone, he can easily charge it. And that is just the third row. I wanted to show you guys really quick too. We have the cameras on here. The cameras on here are super cool. I love the concept of them. I love this up here because I can tell if I'm in the lines, like at a store. So this is the front facing camera because I'm in drive right now. And if I go in reverse, it puts me in the back facing camera. You can also choose, you can zoom in, you can choose. See, here's the side views from the mirrors. So if you're like parallel parking or something, you can also do this so you can see further down to make sure you don't hit the wheels. And then here's the towing one. Let's see if I can get back there. How to get back there. Okay, there we go. So there's that one. So the back, this is for towing, and then this is none. And then this is so a guide for you to know how close you are or whatever. And your seat vibrates. This is for if you're towing as well, but your seat vibrates if you get too close to something, your seat will vibrate, which is super handy. It was a bit to get used to, I won't lie, but it was it's a really nice feature. Or when you start veering a little bit, it also like vibrates. But I love this so much because it literally will show me when I park in a parking spot if I'm in the lines, or if I'm too close to this line or over that line. It's just really nice to have, because I am infamous for like opening my door and checking. But I don't have to do that with this, which is great. Now I wanted to show you the back of the car and show you how much space there really is in the back. We also have, you can see the GMC logo. That's for you to move your foot, right? So then the back pops open, and just like that. So this is the back. I have 2 chairs back here right now, a stroller, and a ball. But as far as size wise, this is a pretty great size. This is bigger than my Expedition for sure. See if I can take this stuff out and show you a little bit better. But the size back here is really great. That was one of the reasons why we decided to go with this model, and why we decided not to go with the XL, because at the end of the day, I just don't really need it. Even with the seats up and this stuff in there, I can still put my groceries in here and all of that, and it just was really great. So here is like an overview without really anything in it. It's still a pretty decent size. This is definitely the biggest cargo space you have in an SUV that's not like Suburban or XL. This newer model is just bigger for that reason, which is amazing. It's the main reason why we decided to go with this, because the space, you don't get that with any other bigger SUVs unless you go the really big ones. All right, guys, that is it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for always helping support my channel. Thank you for hanging out with me today. I hope you enjoyed this car tour. And like I said, I can't even believe that this is my car. This is gonna be my car literally until the boys, my 2 younger boys, until they're old enough to pretty much drive and I can downsize to like a sedan again. This will be my car for like the next 10 years, really. But I love it. It's beautiful. It was well worth the wait for sure. But I hope you enjoyed this car tour. Thank you so much for watching. If you're new, hit that subscribe button. Please be sure to give this video a thumbs up. That really helps my channel, and I will catch you guys on the next one. Bye.
I watch you as you drive. Do you know I'm looking? And I can't help but smile.